Hey, D-Case. Getting a text. Hang on. Hey, that way. How you guys doing? Oh, my glasses. That's a weird start. Hey, D-Case, that way. I think we flipped. I mean, I did. Haha. I'm not sure of the day, but hang on. I'm gonna just check because I texted one person. It was Friday at 17:44 Eastern time. Something just zapped. The thunder is going, something is going to be very different. I felt the earth shift. I've never heard such a thunder sound. I texted that at 17:45, but it happened at 17:44 Eastern time on Friday. I forget the date, what Friday was, but something shifted. The thunder that I heard, I've never heard thunder like that before. I felt it under my ass. It shook the earth where I am, for me. So something's flipped for sure, D. I don't have the words. I'm not looking at energy reports and shit like that, so I don't have any, proper way to describe what happened. Not sure if we're still in a geomagnetic storm. I feel my body's feeling like probably like there's not much activity going on right now with that, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't check the resonance report yet this morning. It's not out. It'll actually be coming out in the next few minutes because she's very solid and puts them out at the same time every day. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? And DK says, I don't need a forecast or a meteorologist. I'm just loving it. Yeah, I don't need that either, but it's nice to have the correct terms and kind of validate that I'm not the only one. What does that mean, Nicholas? How you doing, Nicholas? What does that mean? I need a 5 cast. I don't know what that could mean. I'll be right back. One more time. Hey, Alex. I started doing that after I emailed you. Me was playing around after hearing the bells. Hey, Nova. How you doing, sweetie? I was thinking about you so much this morning. I'm going through Sharpies like a mofo. There's Sharpie bodies everywhere, basically. And I was thinking I press way too hard on my tip. It's gotta be me. It has to be me. I'm pressing too hard on my tip or something, because Thanks, Nicholas. Hi, Joseph. Bienvenue. Welcome. How are you? Thanks for commenting, Joseph. I was thinking about you this morning. I was thinking about you when I was thinking about Alex Sandor, because I sent Sandor, that's just a thing. I sent Alex an email, and it had Joseph. It had Joseph on the rocks, engraved into the rocks. So I thought about you today. I have other Josephs, but you're the one I think of first in my YouTube world. It's the paper that's too absorbent. That's what I thought too. Thank you, Nicholas. Because it's this paper glides better for me. It's different. But I went back with the way that it is. This one glides better. It's the paper. Thank you. The paper. Try bee paper. I will. I will try it for sure. If you have any recommendations of something I can order online. Yes, I want the glide, not the abrasive feeling. That's the abrasive is that. And I understand it's a mixed media paper, but I like it because it doesn't seep through as well. Bee paper is a brand. Ooh, thank you. That will be easy for me to remember, Nicholas. Yeah, thanks, Nova. It probably is the paper more for sure. Thank you. See how saying something out loud? Bee paper by Aqua Bee is what I use. Thank you, Nicholas. I'm gonna... So, shoot, I don't have... Where's the card? I can't find the card. Where did I put it? Hang on. Sweetie, would you brush your teeth in your hair and change your shirt if you want to? That's your choice. Whenever you're ready. So he's just checking when everyone has to go home to see about making a plan. Okay. So yeah. Well, I can't find it. I wanted to put the card up that goes with the necklace, Nicholas. But I don't have it around me. If you want to put the information in, Nicholas, and down here, it's amazing. The power of this, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't touched any of the internal things that you sent me yet. I sprayed one of this, and just what it stimulates in me is a lot. I'm very sensitive to products, so what I did when I received it is I put this on and I already feel, and so I need to integrate what this feels before I integrate other things. And I know that might sound weird. A lot of people use products and stuff natural and just never have anything, but I always have something. So I want to learn a thing at a time, in a way. I don't want to start taking this and then start spraying stuff and not really understand what's benefiting me and what I'm feeling. So it's neat. The grounding, the security. I don't have the right words, maybe, but there's so much coming from this and the connection with it and how I was feeling to how I am feeling, that it's really special. It is. Thanks, Nicholas. Yeah, a layered approach. Yeah. For me, that's the way that I need. And just thank you again. Yeah. Nicholas, those are the spiritual benefits of pyrite, grounding and financial security. Yeah. And I'm a pyrite girl. I really am. Like, when I saw what it was, it's like, whoa. Like, you guys chose something perfect for me. And I have a piece of pyrite from Mexico that I usually would wear, and the difference of where it comes from, who touched it, those types of things, is it's huge. It's huge difference. And it's funny because even now I'm holding it and it feels so heavy, Nicholas. It feels so heavy. But when it goes like this, it's perfect. And I'm not good with heavy things on my neck. And that's how I know as well, like it's literally made for me, because the comfort that I have with it, where it falls. But even if in my hand it's heavy, when it's on my neck, it's perfect. And yeah, just boom, thank you. Agony and Gethsemane, no, Alex says, sorry, I just sent to Agony and Gethsemane the Harper Valley PTA song. Alex, I didn't send it to him, but before I came in, I just Googled it and was listening to it. And go check my comment in his stuff too. I remember listening to that song growing up and thinking, like, that's who I'm going to be, and that's who I grew up to be. And that thing of, like, the woman and the being alone and things like that in this world, that song was written, in the 50s or 60s, whatever. But the evolution of humanity, let me say, it has not gone very far. A single woman alone, you get that. It is a Harper Valley PTA life. It really is. I wish I could say that, it's different in Canada, but it's not. It's really not. Nicholas, I've been using helichrysum. I don't know if I said that right, for 2 days. What does that do? What's the benefits and things, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Yeah, that way, right on. Alex, I just played that song the other day. Funny that. I didn't play it the other day, but I was thinking about it, like, boom, big time. I wonder if the day you were playing it is the day it came into my reality of thinking about it. Because when I saw Agony and Gethsemane had written it down, I was like, boom, whoa. I was just thinking of that the other day. It's a flower oil. Helichrysum. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Cool. Just gonna check. Lily Rose has a play date, so I'm just syncing that up. Lily Rose is going to go play at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. It's 12:37. And thank you super lots, Alex, for the video, because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. The church bells. I think it was one of the first videos I watched this morning too. Yeah, when you were walking up towards that, Alex, that's why I sent you the email of the picture. I just took that picture, I think it was last week, with Lily Rose. It's just down the street, the one that I sent you. Oop. Hey, Kirsten. How you doing? Harmonics? Nicholas says, Heliochrysum can teach individual to be thankful for trials and tribulations of life and lends a warrior spirit. It brings hope and rebirth. Wow. Right on. But it's kicking my ass. Yikes. Okay. What do you mean by that, Nicholas, if you care to share? That way, says the energies are all connecting. Whoop, whoop. Yes, I believe they are. I was just flipping through my comments, and someone's, stated about seeing the 144 just ever so much right now. And definitely things are ramping up big time. Things are ramping up, and we are being asked to let go. And this one came out last week, I think it was. 31, 3 and 1 is 4. Time to let go. And it is. And I'm going through that myself, like big time. It doesn't matter the investment of time in anything. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And it's not, the same patterns aren't allowed. And resistance is definitely an option. Free will, it's your choice, but resistance is definitely bringing a lot of, Nicholas says, my focus is seemingly intensified, so directing my thoughts is taking much energy. Bye, Nova. Thanks for being here, sweetie. We love you. Alex says, I woke up at 3:33 last night. Right on, Alex. I slept so deep and hard last night that when I woke up, I was actually like, wow. I didn't wake up and look at the time or anything at all. And yeah, it was a deep sleep, very deep. I'm going to read it all out loud because I know it's where we're at. And you saw it today at 3:33 again. Boom, right on. That is like the full circle. That trips me out, and I freaking love it when the night ones, early morning ones, and then during the day. Love it. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So ground spot. So in exactly about 15 minutes, you're going to be leaving. So could you not go in there, and I'd like you to make sure you have your stuff ready. You're only going to be there for an hour and a half. Liam has to leave at 2.
So
2:30. So just set.
I can't stay longer?
Not today, no. Just till 2:30.
And what if Declan and Sawyer are there?
Where?
At the state park.
Then we'll go later.
But it's a Sunday.
Okay, right now you've been asked to go hang out with Liam. I'm not sure
At the
where.
skate park?
I didn't ask what she was going to do.
Then
Do you want me to just text her and ask if you're going to the skate park or to her house? Because I'm not aware. I just wanted you to get everything ready to be able to do what you guys were going to decide together. Because I'm not the parent in charge. It's going to be Zoe.
I don't know.
Sorry, give me a second.
You're basically saying that I'm only playing with Liam at the skate park and I can't play with Sawyer.
No, I basically didn't even say if you were going to the skate park or not. I just said you've been invited to go from 1 o'clock till 2:30 with Zoe. She didn't say.
Wait,
what
is she
she
coming here to pick me up?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant you're going and
No,
stuff.
I said if she was coming to pick you up. So it's from 1 till 2:30, and then we'll see what we decide to do in the afternoon. But I'll just text her real quick to see if you're going to the skate park, okay? So that. Sorry, I didn't mean for it to be confusing for you. Just take the exciting part, okay? Give me 1 second. Nicholas says 333 equals 9. Yes, angel number 9 has to do with fulfillment of your purpose. Yeah, he is a sympathetic little dude on the card, eh? Something says geranium to me, says Harmonics. Yes, geranium has been coming up a lot. Geranium is so nice, says Nicholas. It's like a warm blanket of pink. If you have anything else you want to write about geranium, I'm feeling guided to it as well. Because you wrote it in a comment last week, Nicholas, but just it's being guided to me as well. So if you want to put any information on it or anything. Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what's familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it's a sign that there's something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that would be far better to serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats into his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming and it's good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form so that it will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to what once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. This resonates with me a lot. I was having a lot of trouble letting go of things that were familiar, even if they weren't serving me at all. And it was better to have a little bit of a something than to have zero, nothing at all. And the resistance of that has brought me a lot of pain. And that's enough. It's enough. Sweetie? Lily?
Huh?
So I've confirmed, and she's just going to bring you to the skate park for an hour and a half. Thank you for making it so I understood it as well, because I didn't, sweetie. Have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality. Sometimes you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past. So allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever and overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. And I asked myself last night when I was letting go, and I asked myself, do I want to cry? Am I holding it in? And inside was like, no, you've already been crying long enough. You were purging and releasing it as you were hanging on to it, basically. And I tend to do that a lot, is that I live things in the moment so intensely that when the actual rupture comes, I have zero or not a lot of emotion left because I was living it all as I was going. So sometimes when things are full circle, it seems like I'm very detached and even cold because I was hanging on and doing all the stuff as I was going. So by the time I get to the end, it doesn't matter how long I held on, I'm done. You know? Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring, and endings always give birth to new beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that's what Spirit's promise is to you. Hey, Agony and Gethsemane. We were just talking about the Harper Valley PTA. Yeah, 3 and 1 is 4, and 4 is the door. Boom, we pulled in 12:44 Eastern time together. Alex, it's 7:44 now. Agony and Gethsemane, let's boogie with a hoodie. Ooh, nice. Nicholas, I did not know that. Geranium is the oil of love and trust. Well, I'm going to spread that shit all over. No wonder I saw that the last time I went to the whatever natural store. I don't even remember the name of it to shout it out. The geranium was popping out right at me, and I chose not to grab it that day. Geranium smells so beautiful. There was a rose-scented geranium at Land of Medicine Buddha in Santa Cruz. Aw, neato. Nicholas, geranium is for emotional healing, trusting, forgiving, gentle, loving, tolerant, openness. Yeah. I was thinking last night, too, is like... Anyways, yeah, definitely. I understand. Thanks, Nicholas. Harmonic says, I let go of alcohol. Alex says, I let go of alcohol in 2001. In Agony and Gethsemane says, oil burns better than alcohol. Harmonics answers, about 12 hours ago. I can do this. I've done it before. Harmonic says, I'm going to need you guys for accountability. Nicholas says, purging and releasing as you're hanging on to it. That's profound, G. Yeah, it's part of the way that I'm built, is that it's what's allowed me in my life, my ability to bounce back, because it's not when I hit the rock bottom of, like, that moment is the pivot, right? When the thing is finally done. That's the pivot. It's it's the part where I was in it. I can't explain it. It's just the way that I am. And harmonics. Yep, here I am. A new book just opened. I'm here for you too. Kirsten. Harmonic says, I'm smelling it now, the geranium. Alex says, I had my parents when I quit the alcohol. That was tough. The smoking was much easier. I don't know. I could be wrong, Kirsten. I'm not seeing that you have an addiction to alcohol. I'm seeing more as that you used it in your life when you used it. I don't see you as having an addiction to it. Just, I would call it more like the routine or the simplicity of having it there. I don't feel like you're going to be tormented by not drinking. I feel that what it does, and because I don't know, I could be wrong, but is that what it opens up to what you see around you is what's harder when you stop, when you're of a personality. I think you're like of a personality like me, where you drink if you drink, you know, but, and that's the thing, is that when the people around us and things don't, then it just makes it that we can't even be with certain things or anymore, because it's like that buffer of the buzz isn't there to be able to stand the things that you didn't hear the same way before. You know? So Nicholas says, accountability is useless when it comes to addiction, in my opinion. Self-love and self-care is all that matters. When one loves themselves, we would never poison our bodies with those low vibrations. Alcohol is a fucking sneak, says Nicholas. Harmonic says, it's everywhere here, meaning Idaho. It was easy not to drink when I lived in California. Yeah, Nicholas, I've seen it destroy people 30 years clean. Oh, yeah, for sure. Harmonic says, I love you, G. You get me. Yup, no more low vibes. I love you too, Kirsten. And again, that's what I feel. It doesn't, you know, it's just, I see it more as a habit, not an addiction. Exactly. Good one, Alex says, well, Kirsten, if you don't shake when you don't drink, then you don't have an addiction. Yeah, I've never had that. I've never had anything. That's not my path. Nicholas says, there's a lot of potatoes in Idaho. Choose those, Kirsten. Yummy, for sure. I love potatoes. That way, everything I ever did in my life, I'm thankful for. It got me here right now. Exactly, sweetie. Exactly. Harmonic says, I have steady hands. I know, sweetie. You drink every day, Alex? Yeah, I feel that there's a lot of people, I've talked about this before, the connection I have with people. I do know that there's a lot of tribe that are very in their addictions right now. I can taste the alcohol. I can feel the shaking of certain people. So I know right now, that's why I can say that I really feel Kirsten is not addicted to alcohol. She just is going to change her habits of what she does and what she buys and what she chooses to put into herself, because I have specific people that I'm connected to that I can feel it when they're shaking. I can feel their shame of having drank last night and the night before, type of thing. I can feel how in pain they are, that they're still allowing themselves to do that, and that they can't even talk about it, or that if they do, it's with shame. I've told people who shoot up drugs, even if you're shooting up right now as you're talking to me, if you were proud of yourself while you do, you change your vibration. It's your choice to be in the moment of choosing to do something and to do it with joy or with shame. So, Kelly Ryan O'Brien, hey baby girl, we love you. How are you? I've had lots of addictions and I'm happy not to be there right now. Exactly, sweetie. The ones that, didn't get to the point of not ingesting certain things right now are very lost in it, in a lot of physical and emotional pain. And that's the thing, is that it's just a simple choice of reaching out, talking, choosing not to go buy more, choosing to talk to someone all night long. You can take that choice of, instead of going to buy the beer or the stuff, to change your life. Instead of going to the store, pick up the phone and call somebody. It's actually possible. We have that within us. You just have to choose to do it, right? And one life choice is what can change all timelines. So there's no shame to have, even from, a lifetime or years of anything. Boom, today can be that day where it's just, aha. Nicholas, I used to drink 12 beers and take 90 milligrams of Oxy. Thank you, Nicholas, for your honesty. And Kelly says, Nicholas, been there with the pills. I was talking to someone yesterday, face to face, in my reality, who has the pill addiction. Not in a way that they would admit it to me, but speaking to someone who's in the, hotbed of their shadows and such things. And I said something about my situation and was offered, certain things and the mindset, right? And just for me, what I had to learn from it is, how do I take these words and these things that are being said out loud, and does that bring fight or flight into me? And but yeah, being side by side with someone, in a stranger type of way, it's not somebody that I'm intimate or actually know a lot, but I got to, take a pulse of that collective vibration in my field. And it's big time. It's huge right now. Harmonic says, I drank 2 glasses a night of wine over quarantine. That's not me. Nicholas, Mary Jane. Okay, I'll be right back. I know I'm already behind, but let's go, Lily. Let's go outside and get ready. Where's your sweater? You definitely need a good sweater. You got your bottle of water ready?
No, not at all.
Okay. I'll let you put your sweater and your shoes on, and then I'll go with you and,
Is he here?
No. Kelly Ryan O'Brien. Oh, I'm very proud, but it also kept me alive to get there to energy that I could heal in. I regret none of my teachers. Indeed, there's nothing to regret. Everything that we did was important. It was. Cannabis works for you, Kelly? Right on. Alex says, I'm too lazy to go on Google Translate. You're funny, Alex. Oh, sorry. The kid is gone. We can say what we want. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? The kid's gone. Nothing. Let's just stay live streaming and just continue on, right? Nicholas, what was is no more. Once we can hold ourselves to a certain standard, which is now different person to person, but will become standard across the earth. Exactly. Thanks, Nicholas. And that's the thing. And I know I've said it in the last weeks. I'm going to say it again. Know thyself, but knowing thyself has an open fluidity that doesn't put a barrier up and say, I am this. I do this. Right? It takes somebody who really knows themselves to be able to say that this is not possible, right? I can't do this. The limitations people put on themselves are not allowed anymore. And it's go big. It really is. Kelly Ryan O'Brien, this flip is so huge. It's what I experienced this year, but collectively now. For anyone who needs this later, you're not crazy, I promise, y'all. Start to feel it. Yeah. I feel that within the next weeks will be the... To what point? And I really, if you're here and you have that mentality that people are sheep and they're not woke, take the time to talk to the people that you want to like point out. Because that one person that you think is a sheep behind their mask that's at the grocery store that you think is an AI and all that stuff is probably the one person that would actually need the conversation. The people that you've singled out and think that they are like are the ones that probably need you the most. Yeah, I know. That's how this all works, eh? The people you judged are the ones that you need as well. Like the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Bravery. Oh man, dude, I had the best bravery sync this morning. There was a huge white transport truck with big letters in it that said Clark. Eh? Clark. And it was like, boom, bravery. And I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to show you bravery. I tried to take a picture when it came beside me. I know. I'm the best. I know you guys know already from my being on YouTube for 2 years that I'm the best cinematographer, photographer ever. So this is me trying to get the transport when it comes beside me with the letters Clark. Yeah, I managed to get the load from the corner. I forgot that I had zoomed in. So as the truck was coming closer, the camera was like filming the white and I didn't get the letters of the truck. But I swear it said Clark on it there somewhere. What was my other sync? Oh, I actually started a video. I didn't upload it. This was hilarious because last week I was singing I Love Myself Today, not like yesterday, but I never heard it. So I heard it today. And Lily Rose, we're listening to the song as we get in the car. She's like, what do you mean? Didn't you love yourself yesterday? It was so awesome. And I was like, I did. I loved myself, but I love myself more today. Hey, Cindy B. Nicholas says, I'm clean 5 years, October 1st. Whoop, whoop. Harmonic says, Nicholas, that's great. Can you email me? And puts her email right on. Harmonic says, hey, Cindy B, I just heard the background TV say Idaho. Exactly, Nicholas, same. Harmonics, I have no fear. I know you will do extremely well. Same. Me too. Me too. Harmonics, I'm doing it for my son. Set an example to hope my husband will do the same. That, we'll see. But that's out of your control, eh, sweetie? Cindy B. Cindy B. I hope everyone's having a nice morning. It's been a beautiful morning. Very simple, but nice. Feels very strange. All of a sudden, I know that Lily Rose is gone and she's not here. I know. It doesn't happen very often, so it's just weird. Harmonics, oh, boom, at the same time. Hey, kid is, it's a good feeling, I know. Kid is gone. So much more fun when they come back. Yeah, it's very strange for me when Lily Rose is gone. I had 5 hours to myself yesterday, and before we went to bed, Lily says to me, she's like, Mom, I forgot to ask, what did you do when you were alone yesterday? And I just looked at her and I was like, I went for coffee and I went to the beach and I drew. And I just felt so fucking pathetic that there was like nothing, you know? Nothing different. There is nothing if she's gone. It's just silent till she comes back. I tried to find someone. I wanted to speak to someone specifically. I thought I finally have time to myself. I can have an open conversation. And then for me, it's like, no, it was the reality of what the groundhog card meant. That I'm just hanging on to a bunch of shit that's not even real. And that it's not serving me. So yesterday was a lot of realizations while I was alone that really, you know. Hey, SS, 13:06 Eastern Time, you came in. How are you? Nicholas says, we are all asleep. I don't like that sheep word. Until we choose to lead ourselves, which is everyone anyway. I don't use the term sheep. I love sheep anyways. Like, holy fuck. Like, I love lamb chops. I miss your lamb chops, Nicholas. Everybody's just different, and that's it. The people who use the term sheep often are the ones who were so sheepish themselves that it makes me want to puke as somebody who was never really a sheep. How someone who was like a fucking sheep is angry or judges other people who still choose to do the things that they actually did before. Yeah, Nicholas, I know you don't call people sheep personally, and I know I'm the one that brought it up. I'm just saying, you know, it's like blows my mind how someone who actually, you know, wore a uniform can like be against and talk bad about anybody who actually wears a uniform. It's dishonoring everything they ever did and they ever believed before. Okay, your beliefs are different now. Have some respect for the people who do certain things, and that's it, right? Ooh, I didn't know. Is there lots of buffering, guys? Should I stop and start again? Agony and Gethsemane, we plant the seeds. Assess. Yes, Bravery Clark, my beginning form. Yes. You always think of you that way. Because I have a Clark Griswold kind of thing too, and it's not buffering, Alex? Okay, right on. Maybe, Cindy, if it's really buffering, step out and back in? I don't know. You gotta go, Harmonics. Thanks you all so much. Thanks for your words and love. I gotta run. Don't run too fast. Don't get yourself out of breath. I hate running. Says, oh, well, everybody's here. Yeah, there's a bunch of us here, eh? Agony and Gethsemane says, the caterpillar is brave, not afraid to transform and take wings. Nicholas says, I was going to type hello and heel came out. Yeah, I just kind of left that heel alone. Bravery says, way to be, Nicholas. I got 3.5 years without drinking. Hey, Witch Moon. How are you, sweetie? How's your day going? Agony and Gethsemane. While talking through Gethsemane, a place called out to me, I am a rock. SS says, no time for me to drink anymore. Too dang busy with work. It sure does, Bravery. I want caffeine these days. Right on. Agony and Gethsemane. My dove needs more down feathers in the nest. Aww. He send you some feathers. Here. Whee! I just want to like take it and like whoosh, but I don't want to have to clean it after. Pick them up. Agony and Gethsemane. Sheep are like that. Too many U's. Ew. Yeah, in Cape Breton, there's a lot of signs with U, the EWE. That's how the term that they use. And the one time I totally like stopped and flipped the car around, and because I thought it was like welcoming me to something Eve, but I hadn't seen the W. I had just seen it as a V. I have it in my pictures somewhere. It was funny. Nicholas says, Saturnian sun, I've been indulging in the black tea for the caffeine. You're a mountain goat, Nicholas? SS, my niece has gone to visit her mother. My brother doesn't know what to do with himself. Exactly. I understand that. Bravery says, I'm currently drinking a 4-shot mocha caffeine. I've never had stuff like that, really. Nicholas says, I used to work at a Starbucks in another life. Yeah, I don't really like Starbucks. I don't really like it at all. I like going to Tim Hortons and saying, I want a double-double. Seeing a big thing with all these words and all this stuff and the shots and the squirts and all that, blows my mind. I just want a fucking coffee. I want a fucking coffee. I don't want a bunch of questions when I want my fucking coffee. I want a fucking coffee. I know. I'm not very fancy-pantsy at all. Which mean watching scary movies and baking chocolate chip cookies with husband. Cold and dreary and fuzzy blankets. Just how I like it. Aw, that sounds yummy, sweetie. I can't find my copy of Practical Magic. But I would like to watch it again in the next week. Not that I need it. I know it off by heart, but... Nicholas says, I don't even know what Hortons is. It's just a coffee shop place. It's a Canadian thing. Cindy says, I need a quad mocha. I'm not feeling well. Maybe it would get me going. Don't try to get yourself going if you're supposed to be resting, sweetie. Don't fight against the resting part. The body's going through so many things right now, sweetie, that even if you're on your butt just laying there and you do nothing, or you watch TV, or you watch a movie, or you know what I mean? It's okay. And it needs the time. It does. It really does. Just be gentle with yourself, sweetie. Just be gentle with yourself. Please. It's been a rough freaking week of stuff that and the only thing is the rest and the allowing of no, I won't do that. No, I can't do that. And then the trying to do something anyways, and then being taken down and put on my ass even more. You know, so just for me, one of the hardest things this week was actually being vulnerable, actually asking for help, actually asking for support, and then not getting it at all. So having to bounce back from letting go of my ego and asking for help, and then who I choose to ask for help to. Okay. So the learning curve of, it doesn't really matter sometimes if you allow yourself to ask for what you need, you still won't get it anyway. And forgiving that I choose people who won't give, can't give that exchange, and then giving it to myself anyway. So, if you need that coffee and you want it and you have someone that can go get it for you, ask. If getting dressed and going into the car, grabbing a coffee is that one thing, for me, for me, that's the things that get me going, Cindy, is getting into the car, flipping the radio, and the random songs that I can't plan that are just going to come give me energy, my syncs, and those random things I see, the colors and the numbers and the letters, and the smiles that I can give and exchange. So we all have our different ways of what self-care is, what feels good, what you consider spoiling yourself without exterior stuff, you know what I mean? But just be gentle on yourself, sweetie. I'm going to pull this card for you, Cindy. And I am in your phone now, Cindy. You can reach out anytime. Send me pictures. Ask me questions. I'll answer when I answer, depending on where I'm at. But we're connected now, Cindy. So do what you feel. You want to put little pictures up. You want to send a song. You want to ask me, like Michelle. I know you call me Genevieve, maybe, but Genevieve, can you send me a song? anything. Just find the ways, the little things inside your heart that feel good. One of the things that Derek, he pulled a card for me and sent it to me, and it was the elk. And the elk message for me was to really allow and to focus on my relationships with the feminine, to cultivate those relationships, sweetie. So that thing of like yesterday, I was really like, I was sitting in my daughter's parking space because I was picking her up, and it was like, Cindy, I gotta get her in the phone. I've been saying it for 2 days, you know, like I gotta get her in my phone. So, you know, I'm sitting there waiting for my daughter to come out of her house, go into my emails, grab your phone number, put it in my phone part, because it was just like, okay, now we're connected. You know what I mean? So use it, sweetie. This is the card I pulled for you, okay? She's so freaking beautiful. Catch your breath. Okay, Cindy? Catch your breath. Love you. Five and 1 is 6. As I say that out loud, boom, I can see Nicholas. 5 plus 1 plus 5 is 6. I'm gonna send it to you. It'll be the first picture I send you. Well, the second, because I sent you my picture to hook us up in the phone there, but there you go, Cindy. You'll have her with you. The details in there are incredible. Just looking at that picture is an activation, Cindy. Nicholas, yes, bravery. This is a real drink. Do they still have blonde espresso? You love some good ghost stories, SS? Witch Moon, Practical Magic is my favorite movie, all-time movie. It's one of mine as well. If I had not had Practical Magic, I needed it. That was Cindy. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, it taught me about myself. It came out later than what I could have needed it for, but just in time for what I needed it for. And, yeah. Witch Moon says, Tim Hortons is a Great Lakes thing. Tim Hortons actually is like, started like right where I am because of where the actual Tim Horton, because he's an actual hockey player person, was from. So I'm right in the basin of Tim Horton, you know, for real. Where he came from. Not that I know anything about Tim Horton. I just like fucking coffee, and that's the place I choose to go. And yeah, I could go to other places, but there is no like locally type of place here, like how my restaurant used to be, because that's what I would choose to do. There is not really that place that's just, you know, you run in for a coffee and stuff. They have them at the corner stores, those like machines that the coffee's there for hours at a time, and why would I pay for that? I'll make my own coffee at home and leave it on the counter for hours. I'm not going to pay for that. Cindy B, needed to hear that. I don't relax well. Change your words for that, Cindy B. I relax better and better every day. Every day, my breathing regulates itself. Every day, I'm more conscious of what I need to do for myself to be able to relax. You know, I remember being in my 30s, having closed my restaurant for a long time, and I still couldn't sit down and eat supper. Okay, somebody random just texted me. Bravery? I can't text you on my phone. I couldn't find your number anywhere. Bravery, I need you to get an app so we can talk, sweetie. I can't message forever on that. But thank you for popping back up. I couldn't find your number anywhere, and it wasn't in my... I can't explain. I couldn't find it. Thank you. Water, water, come home to fulfillment and health. You are water. Nicholas transcends. I want to put my ass in the Great Lakes. Nipissing. But they are all... Yeah, I haven't touched a Great Lake all summer, all year. And that's rare for me. I haven't traveled at all this year. Bravery. October has been intense. Lots of physical pain, tooth infections, shoulder surgery, and bruised ribs. Yay. Yeah, I don't even have words for the pain part of October. It's not something that I usually manifest, and I don't even want to talk about it because I'm still afraid of it, and I don't want it to come back. I don't give a flying fuck what it is that needed to come through me. It either came through, and if it does that again, I don't know how I'll go through it. That had to have been something that was pivotal for me, because I fucking can't do that again. I fucking can't. No, I fucking won't, and I fucking won't. That I even get some money. Splish splash, you passing gas in the Great Lakes, Mr. Bubbles. Oh, Cindy, sweetie, yes, I was respecting your time. You needed to be quiet. You don't have to do that, Cindy. Just text when you want. And I really am solid with my phone, where if I can't be a part of it, I put it aside. I don't bring it with me places. I don't look at it. And I answer when I can and have, but Nicholas says, Cindy, you can press your earlobes between your fingers for some relief. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, the earlobes are very... And just going like this. Just like this, Cindy. Just certain things where you pull the breath out of you. Can't breathe? I'll pull it out. Bravery. We are all lucky. I go too fast in life. Source slows me back down. Yeah, well, Source had to do it because fucking I'm over here, but I still can't believe you went back to work and did a bunch of shit after the first time you got knocked on your ass. You are more stubborn than I thought, Bravery. And I say that in the most beautiful way, but oh my gosh. I did not expect you to not be, just going with it after the first time. Boom. Thank you, Nicholas. You don't have to choose slow bravery. Just careful. Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with that, Nicholas. Nicholas Bravery, slow down and smell the roses. Yeah, you agree too? Careful is correct. Well said. Yeah, you're still my mini Travis, what is it, Travis Pastrana? I still see you on that fucking dirt bike. That's not the thing. It's the moments, like how you feel. That's like when we're at the skate park and some kid is encouraging another kid to do a trick that he's not ready for. And I look at the one kid that's not ready for it and say, take a breath. Do you see yourself doing it? Are you ready? No. Then don't do it. Who cares if somebody else can do it? The comparing of kids, like, and I can do this, I can do that. Well, great. You can. Don't have to push other people if they're not there yet. And there's a way to encourage, teach, show, guide than there is to like bully, push, pressure. And I'm not saying that, you were by yourself, you're a grown-ass man, but that pressure we put on ourselves, like, without looking, being careful, being in the moment of the now. Nicholas, they smell great and you can't sniff through that nose if you're dead. I don't know where that came from. Witch Moon, half of 6 is Trinity, and you're never alone like leaves on a tree. The Trinity and Trinity in general has been very strong for me these days. Yes, Alex G. What must have happened, then it's happening. Exactly. There's no stopping it. Thank you. The whole of 6 is 9. Yeah. That way. Bravery reminds me of that song, Life in the Fast Lane. Oh, that way. That's a good one. That song's gonna come up for me in my reality by itself within the next 12 to 24 hours, and I'm gonna film it when it does, okay? Oh, good one. 6 is about balance of your internal spiritual existence with the material plane, says Nicholas. Saturnian Sun. I didn't know Tim Horton was a hockey player. Yeah, that's... Yeah, Nicholas brings up Horton Here's a Who. I was waiting for the Horton with the Seuss remark. Agony and Gethsemane. Let's move before they raise the fucking rent. I need a place. Gee, so bad. This is enough. I can't do this shit. Not this way. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Here you go, Nicholas. Hi, Willow Pillow. I am exactly 9 minutes. Boom. Sync. Behind in the chat. How are you, Willow Pillow? Thinking of you. Thanks for commenting. Oh, Nicholas, you get 2. Whoever resonates, grab it as well. Black Tourmaline, 10, 1. And turquoise, 5 and 7 is 12. I'm not going to open the book yet because you probably know more stuff off by heart about Black Tourmaline and turquoise than is even in my book. But these are the 2 cards I pull for you, Nicholas. Whatever message that comes up for you in your inside, within. And the full circle card that I have is in 7 energies. I'm going to pull a 3rd card, Nicholas. Boom. I see I'm ahead of the chat, behind in the chat. The 10 and the 12 and the 5 and the 7, 22. It's your number, right on. It's a symbol you were asking for. And that's the full circle. 2 and 8, 10 again. Broken open. Nicholas says wording is everything. I believe frequency is everything. It's the frequency. You can have absolutely no right words to say, but the frequency of you is actually so caring and loving that even if you can't say anything right, that caring and loving shows through. Right? Think of those times when somebody has no idea what to say, but just their presence. Just their presence is enough. It's important. It's pivotal. It saves your life. It anchors you. So it's more than words sometimes too. Yeah, Cindy B, I'm on it. I do relax better every day. I believe that you do, sweetie, and I know that you can. And I know that you can reach a place where you'll look at yourself and even wonder how you couldn't be so calm. If I can do it, I know that if you're guided to me, that you can do it too. There's a reason you're guided to me, that I resonate with you. And if that feeling of what you see in me is inside of you. So if I can come from like an adrenaline kitchen, fast, and all of this lifetime of pressure and things I put on myself, and now I'm so like, whoa, that I only do things if I want to. It's possible. It's possible to reach a place where you say no with zero attachment or shame or anything, That's it. Agony and Gethsemane, so long ago, looking forward, there's too much more. If you're brave enough, open the door. Road Trip Eddie, hey dude. I forget where I got your drawing. I got almost done. I know, I should have put it all in order. Road Trip Eddie. Revelator E. Eddie, where you gone? How are you, Eddie? There you are. Road Trip Eddie. Not sure if I want to put anything in the middle yet, Eddie. I need something in the middle. I'm just not sure what it is yet. Cold winds of change blowing in here. I hope everyone is good. Which moon you gotta go, sweetie? Love y'all. Even though I'm not in the chat, I'm always with y'all. Yes, definitely. Nicholas, we are resonance structures that generate our own energy. Yes. Bravery says, I love Pastrana. That's so true. Fuck yeah, it is. It is Bravery. I don't watch stuff. I really don't. But Travis Pastrana is someone that I have videos that pop up and that I will look for just to get that thing. And I'm not a dirt bike rider. My sister has one. My sister's got a bike. It's not something I've done. I will. I just don't do it now. But there's no age to that. None at all. So that passion, that adrenaline, the speed, the need for speed, needed. Just... Yeah, Nicholas, people express themselves in an interesting way. Yeah, Cindy, comparing kids is a dumb thing to do. Twins to have to be taught that from the get-go. No kidding, eh, sweetie? Yeah. And that's hard, is like being like the observer at the skate park when an 8-year-old looks at a 20-year-old, because we have all ages, so it's not even just kids. An 8-year-old looks at a 20-year-old and says, like, oh, my baby sister can do that trick. And then you have the 20-year-old looking at him and saying, well, I can't. But I was there and I saw it. And that 20-year-old still feels like, just as loserish as a little kid would have in that moment. And I piped up and said, yeah, one person can do this, one person can do that, but somebody can come here and do them all. But that person that can come here and do them all maybe can't read. You know, like trying to put into perspective that we're all different. We do stuff differently, but it's not just kids. Sometimes it's the parents coming in, telling, saying stuff, the comparing. Nicholas, that comment was about being careful and appreciating life instead of living a way that is unsafe. I'm not sure which. 13:44 Eastern Time. Bravery, I forget how crazy I am sometimes. I got other words. It wasn't crazy. As a mama bear, you're lucky it's your collarbone because that bitch slapped in the back of the head. Just saying. Break your fucking neck? Gotta lay down for a while, Bravery. Or take it easy. No lifting. I'm not sure which one, Nicholas, you wanted me to read. Let me know and I can definitely go get it. I'm almost 8 minutes behind in the comments, so I'm not sure what that means. Brave Gethsemane. Now you're trying to trick me into love? Where did that come from? I get it, for sure. Nicholas, yes, frequency don't, but choose negative words to demean and belittle thyself. Yeah. Exactly. Frequency doesn't choose negative words to demean and belittle thyself. I do have my special words that I use, dumbass being one of them. I don't feel that demeans or belittles me, but I need that one special word when I do that one special thing that was my dumbass move. SS, I've had to learn a lot to not be so hard on myself. Yeah. I'm still working on that a lot. Nicholas, I had to learn to uplift myself, and it's led to the upliftment of others who are now uplifting others. A beautiful cycle. I as well. And I want the full circle in my own personal real life. SS, self-talk is very important. It's pivotal and it is the most important. It doesn't matter somebody who goes around saying nice things to everybody in the whole wide world. If they can't do that for themselves, they're suffering, right? Me, Myself, and I, the trilogy. Alex, you're so awesome. Put a cat, Mika. Yes, I was thinking of a cat as well, Alex. That's exactly what I see in there. I'm just not sure about the size of the spot that I left for that. And it sounds weird. I know, Alex and Eddie. It sounds really weird, right? But I want to put a cat, just an outline of a cat. But if it doesn't look like Mika, then that's wrong, right? So that's a little bit what I was thinking, is that Mika in the middle. But if it doesn't look like Mika, just an outline of a cat feels like I'm not doing a service to Mika. And I know it's like silly, but it's just... Bravery says, wow, I am a sucker for speed. You were all right. Moving fast, not the drug. Mm-hmm. Road trip, wow, middle, difficult. Maybe something abstract. Triangles representing past, present, or future. Circles, infinity, or both. One within the other. Yeah, the infinity, Eddie. That would make more sense to me. Agony Gethsemane. Yolanda Solo, the place of choice. I'm a rock in Gethsemane, not a rhyme or a reason, just a place, a moment, a thought, expression. Road Trip Eddie, my favorite color is blue to perps. Okay. Alex G says, speedy bravery, Darren. Yeah. If I desire to add color. I'm not sure. I'm not really enjoying the coloring part right now. But I am a very colorful person. So that might come. Right now, it's really about the lines and getting things out of me. I'm feeling called to paint as well. So I don't know. Just there's a lot going on right now. But I'm not sure. And that's the thing, Eddie, is that I'm a jack of all art stuff, but a master of none. Like zero. I still haven't finished my fucking owl, and I've been working on that motherfucker for a year. Not gonna lie. Been working on this motherfucker for a year. I get bored. I don't master anything. I try everything. I do a bunch of everything, and everything's just everywhere. And even right now, it's very frustrating for me to be like drawing books and books and books. Like I just have like all of this stuff, and I got 3 books almost full right now, but they're not gonna really do anything or go anywhere. So I'm trying not to be hard on myself and feel like I'm just, wasting my time by doing a bunch of like just basically in trance mode drawing all the time. And what will flow will flow. Bravery, Milo is harassing me for a walk. Oh, Milo. I love you all. Thanks for sharing. Thanks again, Vives. Thank you, Bravery. And, fuck, I'm serious. I'm going, Do you have an old iPod? Do your kids have an old iPod or anything, like, lying around? I know you don't use, like, you don't have an Apple phone anymore, so we can't do the Wi-Fi thing anymore, but if there's an old iPod that anybody has, all we need is the iMessage. But, are you at home right now? Are you working right now, Bravery? Anyways, I'll figure it out. If I would have had your number this week, I couldn't find it. I would have pressed on it just to call and fuck how much it's going to cost. But I couldn't find the number this week. That's why when you popped up, it was like, fuck, I looked for that all fucking week and couldn't find it. And now here it is. And I know sometimes people are like, but just email me. But just finding a fucking email is like, whew. You have an iPhone that's disconnected. All you have to do is be logged into it on iMessage. And that it has Wi-Fi, Bravery. You don't need it to have a connection to the actual phone service, but we could talk like on that. Road Trip Eddie, my feeling of my upcoming videos are changing. Emotional. Good, Eddie. Then your time has been well spent. You've done the work, and the masculine rising and the feminine, we need it. As a mama bear, I can't handle, and I need for the stepping up of the rest of us to like merge together. There's nothing to be shy about. You've paved your way. I swear to fuck if anybody, like, I can't even imagine anybody hurting you or not getting just positive from it. And you're a shining example of what a masculine rising is in this world, Eddie. So if the feeling of your videos is changing and there's more emotional, more vulnerability, it's a way shower need. It is. I have gathered, found, cultivated relationships with the masculine in the last 2 years through my YouTube journey. But there's a lot of men still holding back, and that hurts the collective. So it's needed. So needed. Yeah, I was thinking of printing Meeks in there, or me and Meeks. Boom. Thank you, Eddie. That would make more sense to me. That would make more sense, yeah. Yeah, you get it. If it's not her, I'd pay to bring it to a print shop to add her best pick. If you can send me some pictures that aren't big, don't send me like the big close-up of her face, but send me some little things in the email. Maybe I can figure something out. Nicholas, she sits alone by a lamppost trying to find a thought that has escaped her mind. I can't remember what song that is, Nicholas. Agony, Gethsemane, Autumn of Your Life, Eddie, Mountain Rain, Agony, the pain of transition to multiverse of the hearts and rhythm and soul. I love my Callie. Thank you for bringing the Callie energy in. I've been, surprised. Well, I haven't pulled a goddess card. Maybe I'll pull her now. And thank you for bringing Mountain Rain into the stream. I know she's not here. I don't feel that you're here, Judy, and not commenting. If you are, please let me know later. But I love you. Oh, wow. Let's not pull Callie. Let's get Freya in here instead. Oh, I like that. Freya's been on my mind. Radical acceptance. Yeah, check those eyes. That's radical. Fucking kick-ass eyes, eh? Is that a 4? 45, Freya. Take your time. It's not an instant project. We have a year, says Eddie. I'm not sure what you mean, Eddie. Nicholas, I made the most beautiful art I ever made for my daughter. Oh, right on, sweetie. That's Hootie and the Blowfish. Let her cry. A Saturnian sunset. I used to do stippling art. That was very relaxing for me. I don't know what stippling art is. I'll have to check that out. Road Trip Eddie, I haven't recorded a song in almost 10 years. Art comes from within. What will flow will flow. Exactly, sweetie. Yeah, Nicholas, let her cry, let her tears fall down like rain, let her sing and it eases all her pain. That's beautiful, G. Tenderness is the brushstroke of thought artist. Yes, Nicholas, pick up the art, people. Pick up the art. Yeah. Bravery says, it's okay. It's okay, Bravery. Yeah, that's why I'm not texting you, sweetie, because it adds up, and just this much text, and I get, because I share my phone plan with someone else, and I'm not responsible for it, so all of a sudden, like, there's like $30 in charges for like a couple lines of texting, you know, so it's just so silly, and it just doesn't make any sense. There's so many applications and things out there, but Yes, agony gets the money. Tears that cleanse make way for tears, floods of joy in knowing. Yeah, Alex. Nicholas is saying like if you want, choose the like button. Nicholas says no dislikes. Yes, I have my special one little dislike person who likes to come in and make sure that, they put that thumbs down. Way to go. Road trip Eddie, I do that a lot also, trying to figure out what I was thinking about or looking for. I've become used to it now. Exactly. Used to it and not even see it as anything that's negative or not okay. It's just the way that it is. It is not a big deal. Nicholas, the past never was and the future never comes. And now all creation is formed. That way it says take it easy, bravery, relax and play and have fun is the most important. Yeah, gonna get some money. Consider a humble cry. It's a small cry, seldom heard or understood. Rojipedia, really emotionally charged. I'm opening up. I've had some quiet unknown struggles that I feel strong enough to share in order to help others. This lifestyle has a lot behind the scenes. Yes, it does. It does. I can even guess the money. That tunnels video, that was great, Eddie. I rode my bike for the time I watched. Neato. Yes, the Archer. Road trip Eddie, no, there's a few perfect ones I can send. Hey Genevieve, I'm a quiet, shy, locked in person. I seldom talk to others, even electronically. So what I'm saying is, I apologize for distance to all. And same here. Thanks for writing that, Eddie. Same here. And I especially apologize when I ask for, say that I'm available to reach out to, and that I opened so many apps to be available to people around the world, but have so many goddamn things that some are on one phone. I had to take them off one device because it was loading in my... So I spread myself out in so many places of things that I don't even go back to check, because if I didn't see anything for like 5 months on something, I don't go back, And that sometimes, though, the receiving of an email and the one communication is already worth so much, Eddie, that... And I think as humans, one of the things, my daughter came over and she slept over the other night. And when I went to bed, I couldn't sleep. And one of the things I was thinking of is like, I felt bad. I felt bad because my daughter comes here and I don't plan anything. I don't do anything. And we didn't do anything. And we didn't even really talk. And so in the morning when she got up, I said, I'm really sorry, like, that I'm not that person. Like, you didn't come here. We didn't do a bunch of stuff. We didn't talk. Like, we just really sat together, mostly in like silence and everybody's individual noises, or, Lily Rose and Amy colored and I was drawing, but there's a serenity to that of allowing of nothing. And I'm so used to living in the nothingness of just doing and being when guided, that the rest is just, it's so serene and so calm and so like nothing around me that like I feel bad about it. And yeah. I don't understand, Nicholas. Like the video if you want it. It helps, G. Like my own video, Nicholas? Is that what you mean? I don't even see myself as, you know, whoever comes and finds me, finds me. I have done nothing. And I'm not guided to do anything to make that bigger. I know many things I could do and have a bigger channel really fast. And I'm not ready. I don't want to do that. So, that's it. Hey, Jansu. How are you, sweetie? It's like Road Trip Eddie said, there's a background to having a certain type of lifestyle. Well, there's a background to having a channel. I'm grateful. I've been here for 2 years and I'm just floating around the 400 mark of subs. I could be at like way more had I done certain things and if I did certain things now. But what would be the point of me having more? Having more subs that don't watch, don't comment? What does that mean? Within my 400 subs, I've got at least 100, it's 1444. I got at least 144 fucking people who truly love me, who I truly love. I've cultivated actual intimacies, true friendships that grow and grow and grow all the time. So really, 1,000 more people could be here tomorrow and we could continue that. But if 1,000 more people show up on my channel that aren't about that, what's the point? Right? So, all of this for me is told from within that this is my practice for other stuff. So when the other stuff comes, that's going to happen. It's going to be big. It's going to be big for me. And that's a lot of what makes me nervous or scared inside is that it's so fucking big. And, you know, road trip, awesome. Agony on the bike. Bikes are fun. I'm looking at the electronic bike now that I'm parked for a season. Agony gets them on the electric skateboard, modified powers the bike if you into the lab of creativity. Nicholas, no, when people like the video, thumb it up. Reminds you the algorithm to make more connections. Yeah, Nicholas, I have the most amazing subs. I agree. I want to grow my message. Maybe you can give me some advice, G. I don't know what you mean by that, Nicholas. Yeah, SS, too big gets impersonal. Yeah. When bigger will be bigger when it's meant to be. Personally, it's taken me like years just to assimilate what it's like to have people watch a video. You know? I used to do live streams and have to stop in mid sentence because of the energy coming in, not commenting, and what those people are thinking about me in the back, thinking, I'm not seen, I'm not commenting. Yeah, you are, motherfucker. Yeah, you are. You were so seen and felt that, you know, February, March, April, all of a sudden, you would walk into my live stream, not even show yourself. You think you're, you know, hiding, not present, but me felt it, you know, so adapting my energy, what I feel, to what people believe, you know, they're sitting in, I don't know, butt fuck nowhere fucking China and think I can't feel it when you step into my live stream and think certain things, but I do. So the practice of what it's like, the energy exchange, especially when people think they're not exchanging energy and are in the back, like thinking the thoughts and being who they are in the back, you know, that's why integrity, true colors, that's a real thing. If frequency is felt, frequency doesn't lie. So integrating what it feels like this way, and I've said it before, I'm an ad lib. Nothing I say is ever planned, comes out like I know. It would be easier to be in front of 1 million people live, and at least I know there's 1 million fucking people in front of me, than it has been to adapt to doing this with 5, 10, 12, 15 people. Because those 5, 10, 12, 15 people, even 2 people in there or 1 person thinking certain things, you know, now it's like, psh, whatever, right? But I built to that. I built up to it. You know, it says there's 12 people right here. You know, what are those 12 people? You know what you're thinking. You think you know, Alex or, but those like other people that nobody even knows who they are, their names, and never seen their channel. They don't have a channel. Can you feel those people? Because I can. Does that make sense? So, none of this was ever from a 3D perspective for me. It's bigger. So, adapting to people who call themselves woke, think they're part of a community, but in the background are like, and the things that they feel and think for real. It's finding community and tribe, and then with the naive, innocence that, everybody's good because they believe or say they believe certain things, and the whipping post you actually become within a community in the background, because I've lived everything in the background. There's not a lot of stuff that happened that I publicly put out here in ways, so it's a lot. Exactly, Alex G. I don't care about the likes or subscribers, and that's why I have that many subscribers. Weird. Exactly. I believe that, sweetie. The mirror is behind me, you see? Nicholas, there's always a way to connect to mass consciousness, especially through media or video. I actually prefer to connect through the ether and whatever words you want to use than through the media and the video. So, Roger Betty, that can be fun. My key or magnetic propelled on Back to the Future, but my balance is so bad I'd be doing flips without trying. Gotta go, SS, only one day off. Gotta make the most of it. So glad I could be here. So much love and blessings to all. May sweet things be yours all of your days, Vives. Thank you, SS. You as well. Enjoy your day. Alex G, I think when I get 400 or 500 subs, then I delete my channel. If that's what feels good, do what you need. I hope not. I hope the more you get that you choose to do other things, but hey. That way, Genevieve, you've done everything. I don't know what that means that way. Roger Betty, exactly. On that, agony, too big and loose touch. I love small and personal. Me too, yeah. Thank you, Cindy. I'm thankful for this stream and chat. Thank you. I am grateful for you all as well. Nicholas. I look at it as life-changing. Info won't get to people, so I won't want to allow my channel to grow with my intention. I won't limit my potential to do what is necessary for me personally and the collective. To get her whether you like it or not. I don't know what the random I don't know G is there for at 1411, Nicholas. I can guess me. A nano dragonfly, wink wink. I'm a lightning bug. Nice. Freya, radical acceptance. Where's the book? Did I already read it and I forgot? No, I didn't, did I? That would be funny. Yeah, it's 1 and 5 is 6. It's not a 4. Hi, Trixie. How you doing, Amber? I just pulled the Freya card earlier. I'm going to read it. Look at those eyes, eh? Take no shit. Freya, radical acceptance. When you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. Can you stand in the middle of the chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the flurry of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. When you see the greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you won't have to fight it at all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember the strategy the goddess Freya offers in your support. Failure and disappointments are a part of life that few want to accept. Perhaps a job you don't want doesn't come through, and the lover you thought was the one betrays your hopes and expectations, or maybe your kids are acting out. Maybe a long-term creative project didn't yield the success you so dearly hoped for, or perhaps you were hurt by someone for no reason at all. Goddess of War and radical acceptance, Freya says, have no fear, it's only temporary. Now is not the time to linger in perceptions of low self-worth. Your alignment task is to accept the truth wholeheartedly and see your situation for what it is. She'll bring you to a place of surrender where you have time to heal. Freya knows that this will emerge stronger and wiser. Only good will come of this. Trust the goddess Freya is watching over you. Time to let go. Wow, that's a fast an hour and a half, eh? It's almost already 2:30. Lily Rose will be back soon already. Seems like she just walked out the door. Trixie, you're good there? Just trying to have a fun Sunday. Yay.